Right, I've gone ahead now and added all the elements that I want to my project. I've got a mixture, as I say, of buttons without any twine through, buttons with twine through, buttons with ribbon through, some brads that I've chopped the ends of, papers, different sizes. So now I'm going to start fixing all these elements down onto the page. Everything at the moment is still in my template, nothing's actually glued down. So to glue these items down, I'm going to use the wet glue of my choice, which is the Kalal all-purpose glue. A lot of you do ask me about this. This is the Kalal all-purpose glue. I'm going to use this glue to stick down my paper elements to this project. If you don't have this, usual PVA glue would be ideal for this. So PVA glue if not to add your paper elements. And then I'm going to use my hot glue gun to actually stick things like the buttons and the glass and the brads down, because they will need a bit more sticking, so I'm going to use the hot glue gun for that. So now I'm going to go ahead and we'll start sticking all the bits of our page together. So I'm going to get my hot glue gun plugged in, ready to go. So that takes a little bit of time to warm up, so while that's warming up I'll go ahead and I'll stick a few bits down. So that's the sort of thing you can do at this stage. So as I say, any wet glue will do. I'd use the PVA or the Kalal. So just make sure you've got enough to go to the edges of your project, but obviously you don't want it to show on your project. So just take your time gluing each piece down, and there again keeping in the lines that you've set yourself. Okay, so just take a little bit of time, because obviously now you've placed everything, you don't want it moving about. If you're a bit unsure and you're a bit concerned with everything moving about, another thing you can do, a little top tip, is to at this stage take a photograph. So if something does move, you know where you put your elements. But I wouldn't be too precious about it, because you'll find you can move bits about at any stage. And I'll put the colours in sort of colour groups around the picture. You don't even have to do that. You can just go ahead and do any colour you like. You could use all blues and do shades of blues or shades of green. So, you know, if you're doing this as a gift to somebody that's got a child and you know, the child's bedroom's a particular colour and that's where, you know, they'd like to hang it, you could actually do the project to fit in with the theme that works for them. So, you know, you can now adapt this to however you want it to be, really. So I'll go ahead and get all this stuck down. The hot glue gun's warming up quite nicely now as well, and then I'll come back to you with the next stage of our canvas project. See you in a minute.